Hi there, thanks first of all for watching the video. I hope you enjoy it and I hope you find it a good help to what you're actually wanting to achieve with your art. My name's Michelle and I'm the artist, and I'm going to go through a video that I've made of the progress of a drawing of two guinea pigs. The materials I used were really pretty plain and simple. It was Faber Castel Polychromos coloured pencils. Where I tried to get the fine whiskers and some of the fine highlights in the fur, I used what is called a slice tool. Now the slice tool is basically just a ceramic blade, and it's great for just lifting some of the coloured pencil in order to get those fine whiskers. I also used a mono razor, but not a lot, just a little bit, and again that's just good for lifting a little bit of the coloured pencil when you're trying to get highlights. So without further ado, I'm not going to chat on forever, I'm just going to go through this video with you, and I'll share my screen now and we'll go through what I did when I was producing this piece. So it's my son's two guinea pigs, and this is Ginger, who's predominantly, ginger colours and white. There's Crumble, who's predominantly black with little bits of ginger through her and a little bit of white. So the colours that I used for Ginger first off were pinks, yellows, oranges, a little bit of red, some warm browns, warm grey, cool greys, and obviously with the eye and things there was black, there was blues, there was warm, there was cool greys, and there was little bits of yellow and things. So you'll find that during the video you will see many different coloured pencils coming into the video, and that's because I was working over and over and over and building the layers gradually. When you're working with coloured pencils, the best thing I could say to you is get those base layers in. Now 9 times out of 10 your base layers will be pale and they'll be bright, so you want to get them in and get a good base layer so that when you come to adding in your darker colours and you're building it up and up and up, when you start to use the slice tool and you start lifting some of the colour away, you're not going to come down to the actual paper and you know, rough up any of the paper. You're literally going down to your base layer, so that keeps it really nice and sweet. So with Ginger you'll see that in the white areas she's got grey and yellows and cool greys and things like that, and a wee bit green, tiniest little bit of blue and things like that. So lots and lots of different colours. With coloured pencil you have to be really patient. You have to work on a nice basic paste that suits you and just be patient, build those colours up gradually. Now here you will see that I'm starting to build up the face of Crumble. Now with Crumble being predominantly black fur, I put in a lot of paler colours but not bright colours. It was like warm greys, yellows, things like that. So paler colours on the base layer, really building them up, and then eventually I introduced some blues, some dark greys, some browns. Warm browns are always very good for achieving the warmer shadows and things. And then there was some dark blues as well where the shadows were really deep, so where the fur was falling away and the light wasn't catching the fur quite as much, I used some of the dark blues, dark browns and cool greys. Where the light was hitting the fur I used some yellows, some greens, some warm browns and the warmer greys, because obviously the light was hitting the fur, so you want that realistic and warm look of the fur. When you're using the coloured pencils and you're doing a furry animal, the best thing I can suggest you do is keep bringing the pencil in the same kind of direction as the fur is going to flow. So when you're stroking the pencil across the page, stroke it into the same direction that the fur is going to go, and that lets you get that furry, wispy effect and it makes it more realistic. So again, you'll see with Crumble there's blues, there's greys, there's all sorts of different colours. There's warm colours in amongst all these base layers, and then I go in right at the end with the dark browns, dark blacks, you know, things like that that just build up. So you'll see here we're just flicking through and flicking through, so she's getting darker and darker with these warm colours just popping from them. Just, yeah, so I've just stopped the video just now to let you see. So there is Crumble here in the picture, and you see all the darkness under here, and we've got all the darkness under here, and we've got the lights and the bluey greys up here, which is where the light is reflecting off our fur. So we've got some really nice colours going on in our fur, and that's what gives it that realistic furry effect, and that's what gives you the appearance on paper that you could just pick that little furry piggy up and give it a hug, you know? So there they are. We're just doing a wee close up so you can see where I've lifted the pencil, and we'll just pause it. Yes, I paused it. We just lifted the pencil with the slice tool, and that gave you the fine whiskers. So you can see all the little fine whiskers here that I've managed to achieve with the slice tool, and again in the darker guinea pig in there. So there's just the tiniest little details and the tiniest little strokes of the slice tool just to lift that pencil off the paper and go down to the base layers, which are the lighter colours, and it just gives you that real fuzzy fluffy animal effect. So it's brilliant. So if you're using colour pencil, that's the best thing I could suggest. Get a really good base layer of nice light colours and work up through the layers. Build your layers gradually, take your time. It's patience that's your best friend for this one. So take your time, be mindful of the colours that you're using. So where you've got like highlights that are warm highlights, and you've got shadows that are cool shadows, just bear in mind that you're using the cooler colours or warmer colours. And it's practice, people. It really is. It's just practice. So grab your sketchbook, grab your colour pencils, and just practice and do some little fur details and things. So I hope this has helped you, because I know that I really enjoyed it. I loved drawing these little piggies, and the outcome was just great because I feel like I totally captured their cheeky little personalities. So if you liked this video and you found it helpful, please hit the subscribe button. If there's anything you want to ask me, or if you want to see me demonstrate something else, then put it in the comments and I'll try and get back to you as quickly as I can. But your feedback is very important because it will help me with future videos as well. So thanks for watching. I hope you found it helpful and enjoy your artwork. All right, thanks. Bye.